Okay, so everyone, as you can see, I got ingredients out. And today, well, hang on, I gotta wait for more people to join because, anyways, wah, people. Weird. Anyways, I'm just gonna try and get started, everyone. So, first thing we're going to do. Hang on, let me find a position first before I start anything, actually. Okay. That looks to be good. Although I might just hit my head and die. But it's good. Or I could just put you guys here. No. You can't see all the ingredients. Okay. So I do have big regular marshmallows, but I would highly recommend tiny marshmallows. Those are way better. It's that I've never done it with large marshmallows, but I'm a little bit out. Like, I just have tiny portions of it left, so I might have to do that. But before anything, we're gonna wash our hands. Anyways. Woo! I'm washing my hands. The water's cold, but it's fine. And you also have to roll up your sleeves so that you don't get anything into the mixture. I guess bracelets are okay because, this one isn't permanent. This one is, so I don't know. Anyways, I wrote it all down so that I don't have to go off on my phone because I did have it in my notes app. So, first thing we're going to do. Oh, the butter. I put the butter over there. First thing we're going to do is put this butter. So I know it says soft butter. Here's the thing. I cannot get the butter soft naturally, so I just put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds. So that's what we're going to do. So I got a little bowl. Just going to put it in the bowl. And yeah, that's what we're going to do so far. Ooh. There it goes in the bowl. Oh, sorry, you can't see. Anyways. And then it's 1.5 sticks. So that's the half. This is the one. So let's just put this in here. And like that. Boom. And so now we're going to microwave it. I'm not going to touch my phone because it's probably dirty. But yeah. It'll only be like 10, 15 seconds. Just really depends. But yeah, not for long. You don't want the butter melted. No. Ah. Okay, let me see. 15 more seconds. Boom! Okay. So, voila! The butter isn't melted, but it's soft. Now we're going to put it there. Now it's in the mixture. Oh, God. Ugh! The texture. I'm not touching that. Anyways. Now I forgot to get out the measuring utensils. Give me a second. I'm rinsing off my hands because I'm not going to work with buttery fingers. Okay. So hang on, let me get out the cups. I'm sorry this is a little disorganized. Okay. So we're gonna need a fork, a half cup. Yeah, that's all we're gonna need. Okay. Wait. Wait a dang minute. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry. Woo! Okay, and we're also gonna need some teaspoons. Yeah, teaspoons. Yeah, we're gonna need some teaspoons. So, hi. Hi. So, I'm gonna get out the teaspoons. God. Type of teaspoons. 1/2. I got a regular one and a half one. So, we're good. We're good on teaspoons now. Hello. I'm just gonna call you Lake House because I don't know. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. And hi, Lion Guard Zawolski, I think. But yeah, hi. Hello. Okay. So we're gonna have to have 1/2. 1/2. I don't know if you can see that. 1/2 of brown sugar. Here is the brown sugar. Now we are going to untie the brown sugar. I know a better angle on this. Yeah, that's a better angle. We are going to untie the brown sugar. And we are almost exploded everywhere. And we're going to get it by using a 1/2 cup. It's this. Unless I could try to pour it in here. Whoa! Okay, boom. I can barely see the chat in that angle. Now you can see the roof of the thing. There's like no good angles. That'll have to do. Wait, no, then you won't see the thing. Yeah, that's just how it's probably gonna have to go. Okay, so 1/2 of this. Now we have to do granulated sugar, which is easier to work with. Now the good thing is, I'm done with brown sugar. You can put it away, you can close it, you don't need brown sugar anymore. Not one bit. Okay. Hello, fellow people. Okay, now we got the granulated sugar. And we need a 1/2 of that as well. So now we're gonna pour this into the thing, but I also have a little bowl for it, just in case it spills. Okay, there. And then you put it in the mixture. Ba-doom! Okay. Now it says to mix, but it says to mix until creamy, and then you add an egg, and then you add the vanilla. I'm just going to add the egg and the vanilla, and then mix it all, because I feel like that's going to be easier, because that's just too much work, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to open the trash can, so I can crack the egg and put the eggshell. Ooh, that was a good egg. Good egg. Okay. I have goo all over me. And yes, it's as weird as it sounds, you only need 1 egg. So, now you're done with your eggs. You can put them away if you want to. Okay. And now, vanilla. So, vanilla extract. Yeah. And you add 1 teaspoon. I have Christmas-themed teaspoons because they're cute. And I'm just going to do it over. It goes really fast. So you want to, yeah. Ooh. Okay. Woo! Okay. That smells really nice. I love the smell of vanilla extract. The smell is just so good. I'm gonna rinse off the teaspoon because we will need it still. Okay. Ooh. Probably I'm just gonna put it on the marshmallow. I don't know where else to put it. Okay, now you mix it until creamy, in my personal opinion. Probably just gonna use a regular spoon. Okay. Now, when it says creamy, I think you're just breaking down the butter. So you want to really just get in there and break down the butter. The butter cannot just be like here. Let me show you. So this is what it looks like. And as you can see, there is clumps of butter. You want to try and get rid of that. Now, I can't really do it with just one hand while holding the camera. But you need to get rid of the clumps of butter. That's what it means when it says mix until creamy. Whew. So yeah. So you just gotta keep mixing. Some people use so I mix it by hand because I really hate the noise of those mixing machines because they're so loud and they can somewhat be triggering because I just don't like loud noises based on what's happened in the past. So yeah. But yeah. You have to mix it and basically get rid of those clumps of butter because the clumps of butter, you don't want clumps of butter just straight up in your s'mores pizza. So the thing about the name about it, people call it s'mores pizza. People also call it s'mores pie. This is also kind of more of a s'mores pie because there's not really a crust or anything. But then again, I think, in my opinion, it might just be more of a s'mores cake. Not really either. Just a s'mores cake. Whew. So, yeah. This might take a bit. I assure you, this will be worth it. Whew. Whew. But yeah, look at that. Look at that. That is so good. Mwah. I didn't actually kiss my hand, by the way. But well deserved. Ba-dum. This is taking a lot out of me. I need to exercise my hands more. God. Okay. So I think that's the best I can do. But yeah, it looks just like that. This is going to be delicious. So the fact that it's creamy and stuff like that, that is a good sign. And so, just gonna do that again. Okay, by the way, you don't need your granulated sugar out anymore. You can put that away, you can toss it. Well, don't toss it, that could be a waste. Okay, and so then you get your sift. Now, here's where you're gonna try to not put anything in here. You're gonna put it all in here. So I'm gonna put this behind me because if we accidentally put it in there, I don't know. I've never done that because you have to sift it. Okay. So first that we put in there is 2 1/4 cups of flour. So here is the flour. And as you can see, there's already a hole in the flour, I think. Okay, so let's try and do this. I'm gonna try and do this. Okay, and then put it in here. Okay, and then oh God! Well, the flour just went everywhere. Well, okay, that's the second cup, and then we need 1/4. That is easy. Pie. What if I just try and get the flour from the bowl? No, let's not use that. Okay, then put it in there. Okay, now you need 1 cup of smashed up graham crackers. Now, here's the thing. You also no longer need your flour, so that can just... Anyways, so I have some graham crackers right there. And here's how you can do it. First thing, get this. You unwrap it. And then you just kind of like try to put it in there because there's already some crumbs in there. Boom. And then just kind of squish it in there. You just kind of like keep pushing it and cracking the graham crackers into tinier pieces until it's literally like edible sand. Now here's the thing. I know it says add 1 cup, but here's the thing. This is kind of like a whole stack of like 4 crackers is kind of a whole cup. So, but if you do want to measure it, you can by just putting it in there. But like, look, it's literally equivalent to a cup. So then you put that in there. Okay, and then 1.5 teaspoon of salt and baking powder. Separately though, but you know what I mean. So you put this. And then you put it in there. And then you grab this. Put it in there. Okay. Then where you get your mixture back over here. If you haven't seen it yet, that's what it looks like so far. Really yummy and nice. And then you get this, and the reason why I put a cup underneath it is because some of it will catch out to it or fall out. So then you sift away. And you keep sifting, and then you will see that there is just a bit of some graham crackers left after you sifted it. Because, yeah. So you want to keep that. Don't throw it away. It will be important later. And as you can see with the mixture, you stir. Oh, you've been watching since you started. Hi, Matilda. Hi. Welcome. Are you having a good day right now? I mean, society isn't the best these days, but... Also, what were you saying, Matilda? Oh, okay. Because I saw you said yet, so I didn't know what that meant. But if there is something that you want to say to me, don't be afraid. What? Hey, it's okay. You don't have to redact your messages. You seem like a very nice person. And I hope that where you are, no matter how your day is going, even if it's sad, I hope that I can try and make your day better. I don't know why I'm talking British now. Anyways, yeah. God, it is never... By the way, I'm going to turn on the oven for 350. Okay, since it's being weird, I'm gonna go in with my hands and try to fix it. This is interesting. Weird too. Oh! Fuck. Hello. Okay, and then we have to mix it, and we have to keep mushing it, making sure it's good, making sure all the butter is gone, basically kneading it. I'm mixing, I'm squishing. As the baking goes up and down, the world will one day see for me. We bake with all we see, for all we know, we won't be here. For long we know that we may see the one and only fit for me. I hope. Nah, I dropped some on the floor and I'm putting it away in the trash can. Give me a sec. If there are any viewers watching this, I am picking up. Yeah. And by the way, if you did see me pick up some and put it back in there, it's because it didn't land on the floor totally. It was still technically safe. I also checked there's no hair in it or anything, so yeah. And plus, seeing how I'm really lonely, I'm probably gonna be the only one who's gonna eat this because I don't know. I mean, my mom likes it, but she doesn't really eat it. Like, she took a bite and she was like, oh, that's good, and then she never wanted to eat any of it again. But my cousins, however, they loved it. And they gobbled it up almost entirely. And I only have 2 cousins, so they were like fighting over it. But yeah. However, if this was for like a party or something, I would have to throw it away. Okay. Now, we are going to put the dough into the pan. I already buttered it, so it's good for that. Whew. Okay. But I'm trying to knead it properly, but it won't knead good. Ah! It refuses to knead. Ah! Ba-doom. So now we have the batter fully on the pan. And now we wait until the oven is ready, which will probably be any second now. Well, the oven is preheating and all that. I am going to put away the ingredients that we no longer need. Because cleaning up your space is resourceful and a very important part of cooking. Ooh. Oh, Leo, give me a sec. Okay. Now we need these. And this, because there's still graham crackers in there that we can use. Oh, and now we put this in for 15 minutes. I would actually put in for 22 minutes personally because I've noticed that it does take longer than usual. let's put away the ingredients. Now that's like, you know, sugar, flour, all that kind of stuff. Hi. Hi, Taylor. I'm doing good. How are you doing? Good. That's good to hear, Taylor. Oh, I gotta put away the graham crackers. Okay. I'm cleaning up because some ingredients like to spill out when I try to put it in the mixer. Yeah. Okay. I should know when you get flour wet, it turns into a solid. Ba-doom. Okay, BRB, Taylor. So now I am probably going to pause the stream because honestly it's just gonna get bored waiting 20 minutes. So